Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Osterberger. We're here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum hosted by the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region. I'm joined by Tony Wood. Tony is site manager for Lyondell Channelview Complex. Tony, always great to see you.
Good to see you too, Jeremy.
Looking sharp today, Tony. So we just got off the stage here, and I had a couple questions for you. You know, you're a relatively newer site manager at the Channelview Complex. You know, what's that experience been like so far?
It's been a great experience. I love the Channelview side. I love the people. One of the things that I really enjoy is building those relationships with a new organization. This is my sixth site manager role that I've had in the company, and so I've met so many people along the way. So now coming into Channelview and meeting a lot of these people here in the past 11 months has just been a really eye-opening experience to see another group of people that I can have relationships with.
So Tony, we were there for the groundbreaking of the PO/TBA expansion. Tell us about that project's completed. How's that expansion been, and tell us where we stand today.
Yeah, it's been great. And as you know, you're at the groundbreaking. This is the single largest investment that LyondellBasell's made in its history. And I'm happy to say that in March of this year, we successfully started up the PO/TBA unit and achieved beneficial operation soon after. And so far, everything looks real promising. The unit is delivering what we thought it would as far as the design. And so all the people there, they deserve a lot of credit for a lot of the hard work that went into it. It had in the peak of the construction, it was about 3,200 jobs. And then now that we're in the run and maintain mode, it's about 150 permanent jobs to the Channelview Complex.
So you mentioned all these jobs to run the complex. Talk about your 100 hire initiative, and tell us what that means.
Yeah, I mean it's really not an initiative per se. It's more or less what we do on an annual basis. We typically hire 75 operators a year. It's typically what our typical hiring class is, and we split it up throughout the year. And the way the company does it, since we have other sites in the Houston areas, we all share in a hiring class. So we interview them and we hire them all together, and then we kind of parse them out to different plants wherever the numbers are needed. The Channelview is typically 75 per year, and I would say out of the 75 we get, we probably have about I don't know the exact metric, but it's about a 97-98% success rate, I would say.
Tony, at the site coming up, you got a major turnaround in the spring. What else can we see from the site here, I don't know, in the next year or so?
Yeah, that's true. We do have a big turnaround coming up in the spring. It's actually in what we call our Possum 2 unit. Everything's ready to go. If you know our process, typically when we have a turnaround coming, we started planning 36 months ago. So from the start date of the turnaround. So we have a really strong turnaround manager and a turnaround team that's worked on this particular turnaround. So everything looks really good. You have all these metrics you can check along the way, along that 36-month journey, and everything looks good right now. So we're ready to get there, and we're ready to execute this turnaround.
Tony, as a fellow Louisianian, we both know that possums can mean more than just turnarounds, also if you're from South Texas. So, Tony, and I want to ask you another question, and that is, look, big push in the industry and really across almost every inch of our economy is digitalization. Kind of what does that mean for Lyondell, even from a corporate standpoint? Kind of what are you focused on right now as far as digitalization, and what can we expect, again, over the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, that's a good question. And we actually have a segment of our company that's what they're solely focused on is digital solutions. And if you go ask any one company what their strategy is going to be on digital, if you ask 5 different companies, you'll probably get 10 different answers, right? So it's really first and foremost, it's like a lot of things that we're doing in industry. You have to have the infrastructure, to me, before you invest in solutions for making things more efficient or bringing value, whatever the digital solutions are. So you have to have the infrastructure. So that's one of the things that we recently completed at Channelview is we will be completing actually in the next month, is we're completing our digital and our wireless connectivity project to give us the infrastructure we need to really implement these digital solutions. And so now that we have it, that's one of the things we need to define is what strategy we're going to have. And what I mean by strategy, there's digital tools that enable you to do things that you're already doing, just making them digital, right? But there's also digital solutions that bring value. And so I'd like to see that blend of strategy to where we have value-added digital solutions and also just replacing kind from some of the older technologies that we've done.
I might have read a lot of panels, Tony. And it's like we've done a nice job of collecting the data. Now it's how do we use it for preventative maintenance, right? Estimating, forecasting maintenance. Those types of things are kind of a different level of challenge. So I agree. Well, Tony, before we break, is there anything else you want to add before we end this interview?
No, I really appreciate being invited to this forum today. I thought it was very educational. Got to hear some really good speakers, and I hope that our panel that we got to have here with the industry leaders. I hope the people here got something out of it where they could take away what's going on at each one of our facilities.
Tony, here at Big Magazine, we're so thankful for all of your contributions to our readership and our community, and we thank you so much for jumping on a camera today.
Absolutely, Jeremy.
Great.
Take care.
And we really appreciate our relationship with Lyondell as well.
Thank you.